Hey guys, Kirk here.
And Charlie.
Every time I sit down, these silly dogs just follow me around everywhere.
Listen, say hi.
Oh, they're cute though. Anyways, this week's blog topic is about what I'm most excited about for college. While college is definitely a little bit scary, it's also an incredibly exciting time for all of us. It's I know, my first time. I'll definitely be away where my mom will have to drive 2 hours if she wants to come check on me. We'll vote probably for our first time this year. I mean, we'll have to do our own laundry, figure out our own food. But what I'm most excited about is the ability to really expand and learn what I want to learn. I'm a bit of a nerd, and speaking of learning, I'm going to educate all of you about something that's going on right now that you probably should be watching instead of this stupid video. Today's the day we get to Pluto! I'm really excited about it, and you should be too. Pluto and the group of objects that it's a part of, called the Kuiper Belt, is really the last part of our solar system that we've yet to really explore. When Pluto was first discovered in 1930, it was thought that it was actually about the size of the Earth, which is probably why people thought it was a planet. We now know that Pluto is only 18% of the size of our moon, which is really small because the moon, in comparison, is 81 times smaller than the Earth, which you could fit 1,300 more than that into Jupiter alone. Basically, sorry Pluto, you're just not big enough. Other weird things about Pluto that make it not like the rest of our planets is that it takes more than 248 years to orbit the sun. 3 times more than Uranus, which is the 8th farthest planet out. Also, while all the planets' orbits are elliptical, meaning that they don't orbit in perfect circles around the sun, Pluto's is especially elliptical, meaning that at its farthest point, it's way farther away than anything else, and at its closest point, it ends up actually being closer than Uranus. So, at times, Pluto may even be the 8th planet out from the sun, and Uranus would be the 9th. It's estimated that half of Pluto is ice, but the weirdest thing about Pluto is that it actually doesn't orbit on its own axis, because Pluto's largest moon, Charon, is proportionately much bigger than our moon is to the Earth, which causes them to orbit each other sort of in a dumbbell kind of shape, where neither of them orbits around their own axis, but they instead orbit a mutual point just in empty space. But for all we know about Pluto, a lot of what we think we know is based solely on conjecture, just on where the planet is located and what little information we can get from our telescope. Pluto is so small that even the Hubble Space Telescope, one of the biggest telescopes and our biggest space orbiting telescopes that we have in existence, can't even get a direct image of its surface. It's too blurry. It's just too far away. Pluto's so far away that it's taken us over 9 years to get there, and this mission has been in planning for more than 2 decades. The New Horizons spacecraft, which we launched in 2006, was the fastest thing that was ever launched from Earth. By the time it gets to Pluto, it'll be traveling more than 32,000 miles an hour away from the sun. In fact, it's going so fast that it's going to just shoot past Pluto like a speeding bullet, and we'll hardly even get a few hours of up-close observational time. Despite the limited time we'll have with this encounter, this is a really impressive achievement. Something like equivalent to hitting a hole-in-one on a 2-mile-long golf course. Whatever we find today will be historic, cool, and have to rewrite textbooks probably. But on a larger scale, what I'm really excited about for college and how this ties in is that I can study this kind of stuff now as part of my continuing education instead of on my free time. I can major in physics, I can learn about astronomy, I can do all these things in college, and that was not something that I had the opportunity to do in high school. Also, I'm really excited for my physical activity kind of classes. I had no idea you could take ping pong or soccer for college credit, but that's awesome, so hoping to meet some fellow Liverpool fans. If anyone follows soccer. Does anyone in America follow soccer? I don't know. I'd love to know what you're excited about for college and what you're planning on doing, and also be sure to go to NASA's JPL website, that's the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where you can follow a live stream and get all caught up to date on everything Pluto and other science stuff. There's so much cool stuff there, you will be amazed. Go check it out. Find out what's going on today. It's a really big deal, okay? Alright, well, I'll see you next time, and remember, you can always reach out to me on Facebook or wherever, and remember to keep looking up. Science never goes out.